All right. So, this is Pest has actually been one of the world record contenders as of late. Really came up quickly earlier in the year and at the end of 2018. Trinomi, on the other hand, was a world record holder and was in contention for world record for months back in 2017, early 2018. And he's actually he was ridiculously good back in the day, and he's been MIA fixing a bathroom, locked in the bathroom. But from what I've seen of him in this tournament, the one race he did, he seemed to not have lost too much. He's got a little bit of rust, but he's still up there. Pest has been practicing nonstop trying to get world record back from Trinomi. I'm sorry, from from Fireborn. So what you just saw right off the bat is they both pause and unpause right at the initial drop. That gives them control of their character, and then they do an inventory drop, which uncaps your follow speed and gets rid of the landing lag from whenever you fall too far. You get a little hard fall, a little superhero fall. Oh, Pest misses the first trick. You hate to see it, but he's all right. Only waste a couple seconds. Palm, no vid, no did. So, so if I saw that right, I think Pest got the soft fall. I think Trinomi went for the normal soft fall, and I think he got hard fall. I just glanced away right as it happened, but oh, Trinomi didn't do the crumble skip. That's a good point. There's a little trick you can do to get past that. Oh, past for the 54. Oof. All right. So this is Dirtmouth, the first little town area of the game. And when you're on the ground in Dirtmouth, it actually forces you to walk. And so they just jump continuously to stay off the ground, and you can move normal speed. This room that they're coming up on right now is the Gruzzer room, the Gruzzer drop. All the Gruzzers, the little flying guys in this room, are all random, and like that, Trinomi gets hit. We've actually been seeing a lot of racers getting through here clean, like Pest just did. He gained like a second or two. But this is the Aspid Arena, and what we're going to see here is they're going to have to kill 3 of these little flying guys called the Aspids. Oh, Pest with some upslashes. He does not go for the double spike kill. Pest does and gets it. That's pretty hype. Got like a 3-second lead just from those two, the Gruzzer room and from the spike kill. And they're both going to be making their way over to False Knight, the first boss of the game. There are really 2 options for the quote-unquote first boss. This game is not linear at all. It's a Metroidvania, so... But this is the first boss we're going to see. They'll kill the other quote-unquote boss a little bit later. But False Knight normally, when you kill him, you have to knock him down 3 times, and that opens up the way... Oh, Pest missing the statue Bogo. Opens up the way to leave the arena, and you get the City Crest and chest with 200 Geo unlocked for you. But in this category, we don't need that chest, and we don't need the City Crest either. So there's a developer-intended skip to get out of the arena early, where after you knock False Knight down once, you can break the gate, or the wall above the gate on the left side, and just leave the arena early. What you want is what just happened to Trinomi, where False Knight jumps over you. It's the fastest for you. You can get pretty unlucky, and False Knight could jump straight backwards. They both get to jump over. That's good. So you're just going to knock him down, then get him to get back up. Then you can break this wall, and you can dip out. So, not a bad start from either runner. This should be one of the closest races we've had in the tournament so far. I think maybe if Time Sync versus Tomba would have happened, that might have been a bit closer. But I mean, Trinomi at his peak could definitely compete at this level. So we'll see how much rust he has on him. 335. Pest should be getting a 333 here, maybe 334. So not bad. This is the Vengeful Spirit, aka the Fireball. It does 15 damage right now. It's just uses your soul, which is the little circle on the top left, your mana, to shoot fireballs. And your nail right now, the little sword slash does 5. Later on, we're going to get a charm, a badge that allows the fireball to do 20 instead of 15. But we'll see that a bit later. But for most runs of this game, your nail becomes a soul gathering tool that just gives you enough soul to shoot fireballs. The top left, the soul meter, it has a max of, you can just think of it as 9, and each hit gives you 1. So in every fireball or heal costs 3. So for every 3 nail hits, you can shoot 1 fireball or heal once. This boulder right here is random, and Pest is getting very unlucky. You need him to shoot one of these little blue guys. My gosh, is he going to break the record in the... Oh, okay. The record's 14. That was only about 7 or 8, but still incredibly frustrating. Very, very unlucky for Pest. Trinomi just got a... Definitely just got a lead from that. But Trinomi's going to head back up, and now that they have the fireball, they can kill this other boulder. If you get too close to him, you can't hit him with your nail. That's why we needed him to shoot a blue guy so we can get a 4th fireball. But there's a certain little mini glitch here that allows you to walk off screen and shoot a fireball so he only dies in 1. Unfortunately, we can't do that for the first one, so you can get unlucky like Pest did. Trinomi missed in the first fireball skip. Big oof. But both got the boulder skip, so we'll see Pest attempt the fireball skip right here on the left side. Essentially what you do is you jump and you turn around and fireball as quickly as you, almost as quickly as you can, and it pushes you to the left and stops your downward momentum, allowing you to make gaps with just a jump that you otherwise would need, like a dash or something, double jump. So Trinomi's coming up on the second fireball skip here. You can do all 3 of them with 1 fireball, but there's almost no reason to take the chance on doing single fireballs in the second and third ones. It's still, like, it's not impossible. It's not even that hard. It's just the risk versus reward is, you know, barely saves anything as far as time goes, and the risk is a couple seconds. So both of them getting the double, or the second fireball, Trinomi getting the third. So one thing that became important with this route, or with this category in the last couple months, is they switched up how we get our geo, which is the currency of the game, underneath the health on the top left. And the geo route became a lot tighter ever since we switched to killing Vengeful King in the next... Oh my god, that was... I've never seen anybody do that. That was sick. What, Trinomi just... Wow. But they're going to kill this enemy that Trinomi's going into in this room, called the Vengeful King. Didn't say no one had ever done it. Said I hadn't seen it. But yeah, Trinomi getting the quick kill on Vengeful King right there, allowing him to get to 195 geo. It's not quite as high as you would like, but it's up there. Really, in an ideal situation, you could get to 206, basically meaning you wouldn't need any extra geo, and you could just go... Oh, yeah, see, Pest's already at 209, that's really good. So Trinomi needs another 11, because when it all is done and you don't get super unlucky on Gruz Mother later, and none of the geo gets stuck in the ceiling, you can have exactly enough to buy the Shaman Stone. But... here they're going to be fighting Hornet. That was a really good fight from Trinomi. Without doing any doubles, that was, like, you know, wasn't very many mistakes, if any. Pest is having a pretty good fight as well, keeping her in the corner. Yeah, that was a good fight from Pest. Oh, I thought she would be dead. She's close. Oh, yeah, there it is. A little bit unfortunate right at the end there, but still not bad. So Trinomi's going to have to figure out a way to make up this 11 geo. If he wanted to be very risky, the there's a trick coming up called the mantis pogo, where you kill a big mantis that drops 12, and he needs 11. It drops 2 geo worth 1 and 2 worth 5, and if you were to get lucky or just not unlucky, he could pick up a lot of it during that trick, but there's also the chance that you miss them, they bounce over your head or whatever, and then he would be short on geo. We'll see what he decides to do. So Pest is only 3 seconds behind, really closed the gap a bit from that boulder incident. But now they're in the fungal waste. They're going to be making their way over to the mantis claw, and mantis claw is the well, it's the wall jump, and there's 2 tricks on the way to the mantis claw. One of them, the first one is going to be the explosion pogo, and the second one's the mantis pogo, and you'll see those in just a second. Trinomi not inventory dropping there. Interesting. I figured he might. I think he's going to kill these 2 and hit these. Oh wow, he's getting all of it. He's going to be very set on geo. But that also just wasted a lot of time. Trinomi going for the swag strats, and I'm assuming Pest just took the lead from that. I respect the attempt. But yeah, Pest is definitely in the lead now. Oh, Trinomi missing. That's bad. You want to hit that lever. Okay, he makes it. It wouldn't. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. But he missed the lever, which would have made the mantis pogo not important. See if Pest pulls it off here. It looks good, and he's got it easy. Pest definitely picking up a little time here and there. 9:57 for Trinomi. We'll see where Pest is at. Probably about 7-8 seconds ahead. I mean, way more than that, sorry. 15, 14, 13, whatever. So not bad. Trinomi ahead in real time because of the supercomputer, but Pest is actually ahead right now in the race. So now they're going to be making their way back over to the quote-unquote first boss. It's really a mini boss, but it is technically a boss called Gruz Mother. The reason the geo is important, and they're both fine on geo now, but the reason it's important is because they're about to go buy the Crossroads stack station for 50 geo, and then they're going to kill Gruz Mother that drops 50, and then they're going to get the Gruzzers that come out of Gruz Mother for 14. Even if some geo were to get stuck in the ceiling, they're both way over 206, so they're both fine. But Gruz Mother dies in 3 sets of nail fireball, and then 6 nail hits. And you want to have 6 nail hits at the end to build up 2 fireballs worth of soul. That way you can use 2 fireballs to try to clean up the Gruzzers as fast as you can. That was a good fight from Trinomi. Gruz Mother didn't move too inconveniently. But Trinomi very easily already has enough soul, or enough geo for Shaman Stone's 220. Very good cleanup from Trinomi. That was basically just perfect. Pest opening the inventory. I wonder if that does anything. Let's see how his cleanup goes. Not bad. Only 1 living. Only wasted a second or 2. So now they're going to be buying the Shaman Stone. They don't equip it yet because they're going to be going to a bench in a second anyway, but they do need a bench here so that this trick works. So what they're going to do is they're going to take 2 hits on purpose. Trinomi only got 1, but it's fine. They're gonna take all 5 when it's all said and done. They're going to die on purpose, and then their shade is going to spawn right here to the left of the bench, and they're going to use it to pogo up to the ledge above Salubra's hut. So Trinomi doing it right here. Don't be a meanie and fireball shade. Good, nice. Right there, Pest just, and what Trinomi did earlier, they talked to Sly, the shopkeeper. He has a vendor in Dirtmouth, and the only thing we need him for is to buy a lantern. That'll be for a bit later. So when you respawn, you take that opportunity to open the inventory and put on Shaman Stone, making our fireball now do 20 damage instead of 15 and have a larger hitbox. Oh, Pest, that's really unfortunate. I'm pretty sure he's still ahead, but I don't know what happened there. Kind of just bungled the setup. But at least he didn't kill the shade. Killing the shade would have been absolutely horrible, because that would mean he would have to die all over again. Yeah, Pest 4 seconds ahead. So cut down his lead. So what you're seeing on Trinomi's screen is you go to this pedestal. You can actually get soft locked here, but most top runners know how to avoid it pretty easily. But you interact with it, and then the 3 dreamers show up, and they take you to this little dream realm. And then the seer, which is going to appear on Trinomi's screen right there, she's going to guide you to the right, and you're going to pick up the dream nail. Trinomi with interesting dream platforms. Does the old ones. Not judging, I do them as well. But Pest might save a very tiny amount of time if he does the new dream platforms and does them perfectly. So what Trinomi just picked up is called the Dream Nail. The Dream Nail is a charged up nail swing that doesn't do damage, but it does give you 1/3 soul for each enemy you hit. And it also allows you to interact with the Dreamers and with a bunch of other stuff that you're not going to see in this category, like Dream Warriors, Dream Trees, Dream Bosses, etc., etc. You need to interact with the 3 Dreamers because that's the main point of this category, is to kill or absorb the 3 Dreamers, which opens the Black Egg Temple to get to the final boss, the Hollow Knight. So that's going to be our main goal here. We picked up all but one of the abilities, the skills that we're going to pick up. We're going to get a super dash a little later, but that's after the first dreamer. But before then, we're going to see probably the most interesting boss of the run. The hardest boss of the run for sure, in terms of just not dying and whatnot. But before that, you're going to see them go through this area called the City of Tears. Oh, Trinomi leaving one of these guys alive. I'm assuming he's going to bench anyway. I think even though most runners are very confident about their Watcher Knight fights, it's just not worth it in a race to risk not benching. I mean, you can, but you're going to look very silly whenever you just get a really unfortunate Watcher Knight's pattern and end up dying, and you basically can't continue the run. Or you could, but it would take a couple minutes to farm up all the geo you're going to lose. Trinomi with the hard fall, it's unfortunate. He is going to bench. But yeah, this is the City of Tears. It's pretty movement heavy, enemy, like reacting enemy position heavy. Can be a fun area, but can also be a very frustrating area. So Trinomi's going to stop. It's unfortunate that I have, I'm talking about what Trinomi's doing, even though he's behind, but supercomputer, what are you going to do? He's going to be killing this enemy called the Gorgeous Husk. The Gorgeous Husk has a ton of health, but also drops 420 geo. So it's worth to just stop in here. That's a good amount of geo, and we're going to need it for the lantern a little bit later. Trinomi definitely has a ton of geo. Could realistically just not pick up any more, except for like the relics, or selling the relics. But so he's going to open up this this switch right here. And that's for later when we're going to go up and around, and we need that gate to be opened. In a normal playthrough, casual playthrough of this game, you don't see the right side of City of Tears like we do at first. You normally see the left side, and then you open up the right side later. Trinomi, getting hit twice on this lever skip. This lever skip is exclusive to this patch, but it allows you to hit the lever to go in there through the floor, because you don't enter that room through the correct way. I'm going to say it, the game gets confused, and it doesn't open. It doesn't turn on the lights for you, so you just have to know where you're going. It's a pretty simple layout, so it's not that hard to know where you're going. He's going to break this chandelier here, which kills one of the 6 Watcher Knights, so you don't have to fight them, or the 6th one. But now we're going to see the Watcher Knight fight, probably one of the most interesting parts of this run. curious to see what Trinomi's Watcher Knights look like after a long period of inactivity. Not going over them. Similar to another runner we saw about a week or two ago. Can't remember exactly who it was. But instead of going over them, he like stays in front of them. A big reason why having an increased hitbox size for the fireball is good is because, for example, on this boss, when they roll, you can shoot a fireball alongside them and it'll double or triple hit. Ideally, triple hit. Trinomi, it's not bad. Pest has been grinding out this boss hard, so I'm assuming he's going to be alright, but we'll see how it goes. Trinomi just finishing up the last two. Looks similar to Fire's strategy that I'm assuming Fire did first, but I could be wrong on that. So Trinomi finishes him off, no problem. I'm not quite sure why he healed. He's gonna get healed from the Dreamer anyway, and having Soul right there is pretty beneficial. But that's Pest with the clutch up slashes, and you'd love to see it. That was actually really nice. He knew he didn't want to get moved backwards from forward slashing, so he up slashed up next to him. That was really, really good. But yeah, having Soul right there is pretty beneficial, but that's mostly for Geo collecting after on the way out of City Tiers, and he doesn't really need the Geo, so might just not matter to him. Pest getting very unfortunate with this pattern. Not the best you've ever seen, but clean nonetheless. I'm very surprised. That's if he would have double hit, I think that'd have been death. That definitely would have been death. Oh no. Gotta chase him around with not enough soul to fireball. That sucks. But still not a bad fight. Past 5 seconds ahead. I appreciate the chat reminders because I can't watch both obviously at the same time. Yeah, he started off so well. He was actually not even getting that great of RNG to start. He was just making the best of it. And then at the very end, I would say he got close to, if not the worst possible RNG you could have had. They were not kind to him. But we see Pest is absorbing the first Dreamer. Trinomi has already done it. He's just on his way out. And like I said, he's still behind in the run, about 5 seconds, which is very impressive that he's keeping up this much with Pest, who's a lot more practiced recently. But his supercomputer with his god loads just allows... God, I'm so jealous. They're so nice. So Trinomi is going to make his way out of City Tiers, but before we do that, he's going to stop and talk to Lim, who is standing next to the big Hollow Knight statue. And you don't want to accidentally interact with that statue because it'll waste like 10 seconds while you watch a short little cutscene. But he's going to talk to Lim, which puts him back into his little shop, and then you go back up there and sell your relics to him for a significant amount of Geo. Definitely the fastest way to get Geo in probably in the game, I would assume. Although not as easily repeatable as, spamming Call of 2 or whatever. So Trinomi selling his relics, Pest making his way out. Not much to talk about here. I guess we could talk about what they're going to be coming up on. So after Trinomi and Pest leave, Trinomi first, obviously, they're going to make their way to Dirtmouth using the Stag Station. And then, Pest almost got caught up on the elevator. That would have been annoying. They're going to go to Dirtmouth and talk to Sly, who they released earlier, and he's going to sell them the lantern for 1800 Geo. Thanks, guys. And the lantern illuminates really dark areas, and the common question that most people think when they don't know this game very well, or the speedrun of this game very well, is why would you need to see a room if you're a speedrunner, just learn the dark version of it? And for a lot of rooms we do that, but in this category we need to get to Crystal Peaks, and there are 2 ways to get in. One is having to dive, which is just much slower. You have to go to a annoying area and get another ability and fight a random boss, etc., etc. The other way that we're going to use is we're going to use this dark room, and it has a toll inside, and you actually can't interact with the toll unless you have the lantern. So forces us to get the lantern, which makes deepnest a little bit easier later, so that's nice. Pest clinging onto a lead here. Any small mistake could honestly sway this. This is one of the more consistent parts of the run, the Crystal Peaks. It's very movement heavy. There are barely any enemy interactions in the at all. It's very cycle based. All the rooms are based on cycles whenever you enter them. Or some of them, when you get to certain parts in the room, some of the rooms are too big. Oh, Pest almost, or I'm sorry, Trinomi almost got through that without getting hit, but that last guy was just a little bit in the way. So right there you saw a trick called the look down that Trinomi did, and Pest, I'm assuming he's going to do it as well. There's no reason not to. When you pay for that toll in that room, and then you look down right afterwards, it makes the gate drop like 3 seconds faster than it normally would for some reason. Not many, I don't know if anybody knows why, it just happens to work that way. Trinomi not doing Pogax. Understandable. I doubt he's practiced. Actually, I think I saw a stream where he did practice it, but I don't know. I know he practiced a lot of these rooms, including this one, trying to figure out how to consistently make this guy up here not be shooting a laser, which can be pretty annoying. This guy right here, but he's not, so that's good. Gonna go for God Pixel, not gonna get it. So there's a tiny gap in between those guys and the lasers they shoot, and you can actually jump in between. Oh, Trinomi missing the cycle. It's fine. It's gonna be alright. You can jump in between the enemy and the laser they shoot, but it's very precise. You can also get there before the laser even gets shot, but it's a little weird. It's not something I don't know if anybody even knows how to set it up, but just sometimes you get there quicker. I guess the way from where you trigger the enemy starting point. Pest not doing Pogax either. Alright, so Trinomi is going to be doing this cycle. It's a pretty easy room once you get used to it. It does under the platform. It's good. Oh, I'm assuming Trinomi did the dash strat. I was looking at Pest's screen. Oh, Pest with the interesting strat. That also might be something else that more than just him are doing, but I haven't seen it before. So now Trinomi has the super dash. Pest is gonna. He doesn't have soul to do Homo Ball, so maybe he'll do the. What's it called? Tri-dash? No, he's not gonna do it. But now Trinomi is making his way over to what is generally agreed to be the worst boss in this category. It's Uumuu. Very RNG dependent boss, and the goal of this boss is to get it dead, is to kill it in 2 cycles. Trinomi with a nice little drop there. The boss goes in and out of periods of being vulnerable and invulnerable, and it has 300 health, and the most you can do, I guess technically is like 155, but you know, normally you'd get 150, but that requires Uumuu to be stuck in the middle platform and you to have full soul, and stuck in the middle platform high enough for you to still hit it repeatedly. There's a certain damage cycle you can get off. Most of the time, you'll get it the first time. Sometimes you'll get unlucky, and Uumuu will give you a 4th attack on the first cycle. We'll see how Trinomi does. There are also 2 different attacks that Uumuu can give you, a fast attack and a slow attack. Trinomi getting 2 slow attacks, so best case scenario is he gets a 3rd attack that's fast, but already he's going to lose a couple seconds to a perfect quote-unquote Uumuu. Uumuu a little bit to the right, but I think he's fine. Yeah, he's fine. So there you go. He did get 150 damage. Now he has to get 3 Dream Nails and hope that when Uumuu becomes vulnerable again, Uumuu is directly in the middle platform. Did get a fast and slow attack here, so that's fine. Now he just has to hope that there's no third attack. There isn't. And I think he's going to get it. Ooh, Uumuu did get pushed really far, and he's fine. Nice 2-cycle from Trinomi. This could be the swaying point. This, if Pest gets unlucky and gets a 4th attack, or if he messes up the 2-cycle and gets a 3rd, that would be pretty bad, and he would lose 15 to 20 seconds. So we'll see. I always like Pest Uumuu setups. Very interesting. I actually love it. I think he got 2 fast attacks. I don't remember what the first one was. But good setup. Oh yeah, I forgot he does it that way. I think that was fine. I'm not used to people. Oh, if Uumuu does only 1 more attack, Pest might be able to. Okay, I think he's okay. Interesting. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Pest is nasty. That was actually sick. I'm glad they both got it at least. That was so scary. Pest -7. Good. All right. So it's still very close. This is actually crazy how close this is still. But Pest definitely showing why he's up there in the leaderboard now. What a monster. This might be the first time, or at least one of the first times, where we have a winner finishing after the loser. We'll see. So that's the second Dreamer, Monomon. Now they're going to make their way to probably the most interesting point of the run. And not because of a boss fight, but because of just the area in general. We have the hardest trick here that Trinomi's going to do. And it looks like he's going to first try it. These guys are so close. This is actually nuts. So that's QGA. First try. Easy clap. Now he's going to make his way through Queen's Garden. And in Queen's Garden itself, there's really only one more, I guess, challenge. And that is the arena in the room after this one that Trinomi's heading into, where you have to kill these 3 mantises, and they die with a double hit from each fireball. Oh, okay. Trinomi taking a hit, which is not good, but playing it safe, but still getting the easy kill. So I'm wondering if he's going to heal before getting to Beast In. In Beast In, the optimal way without a Devout skip is to take 2 damage from Devouts, and normally you have to take a hit whenever you do that Thorn damage warp that Trinomi just did. So you go in with 4 health, and you can take. You have to, you would optimally take 2 hits, so you have 1 hit of leeway, and there are these random spiders in the room. 1 second, see if Pest first tries it. Oh, okay, it's not good. Very not good. This lead might have just swapped over to Trinomi. At least he gets a 3rd try. But yeah. Oh, and Trinomi does take a hit. I saw that he healed while I was looking at QGA from Pest, but so yeah, fastest way is to have 4 health going into Beast In. Trinomi is going to heal. He's playing it safe. I don't blame him, especially if he knows that Pest took 3 tries on QGA. Nice setup from Pest. Trinomi did heal, but he needs to get 3 hits. Ooh, barely avoiding that. That was nice. Alright, so Trinomi is going into Beast In optimally with 4 health and full soul. We'll see if Pest heals to go into Beast In with 3 health. If you just never got hit, except the 2 intentional damage in Beast In, you could go in with 3 health, and it would be fine. But Trinomi -4. Wow. Okay, I'll switch to his audio once he's unpaused. We'll see if Pest heals here to try to make up for taking that extra hit. He is not going to heal. I think he might go into Beast In with 3 health, trying to make up the time of him missing QGA twice. So we'll see how this works. Trinomi might miss this jump. Pest flying through deep nest right now. So it's definitely going to make this a lot more interesting once we have them synced up. Especially because there aren't many loads from here to the end. Alright, so Pest is going to, I guess, go in with 3 health. This could, you know, this could be fine, but he could also die if he gets very unlucky with the spiders. If he did get unlucky with the spiders, then maybe he would just do the non-damage tank method. You can unpause Trinomi now. Hello. Okay. Pest doing the music glitch. His screen went black at 29:13. I think Pest is ahead. I think Trinomi lost too much time with the heals. Yeah, he is slightly ahead. This could come back to bite Pest. We'll see though. I'm assuming he wants to see how his luck is going to go with the spiders before he makes the decision to heal, whereas Trinomi just wants to go in with 4 health. I respect it. That was a very, very fast nail into taking damage from Trinomi. It was like the next frame. Ooh, Pest with 1 health. Yeah, that's why this can be scary. Oh, please heal. Thank you. Trinomi making this look easy. He actually might have just taken the lead. Okay, there's one hit that Trinomi is afforded. Oh, Pest now takes another damage. Dude, this is actually so close. Because Trinomi is probably going to take the lead now that Pest has to do this the slow way. Oh my god, this is so close. Oh my gosh. Alright, so Trinomi's paused at 30:32. Trinomi's in the lead. Wow. By 12 seconds. That beast spin really, really did not work out in Pest's favor. Yep. So this is... I mean, this is still incredibly close. We went from Pest being 5 seconds ahead to Trinomi being 12 seconds ahead. This is still, like... This is still Hollow Knight parries, like, range. You don't even need a death from Hollow Knight for this lead to change. Yeah, and Trinomi is very good at the Hollow Knight fight. So this actually, Pest, you know, would probably have to pray for a Hollow Knight, like severe mess up, I guess. Okay, Pest almost got hit there. That'd have been annoying. Yeah, 12 seconds is going to be rough. I think without a major mess up on either of their parts, I mean, the RNG could maybe barely make 12 seconds, but that would be the worst possible RNG versus, like, the best possible. I doubt we'll see either of those, so. There also is a very small chance one of them can get an infinite load on THK, so knock on wood for that. And Shafe, I definitely agree. Both of them are having some, you know, pressing inventory a little bit too early before they get to a ledge, clinging on some walls they don't normally need to. Like, just a little shaky. Let's see what time Trinomi enters Black Egg. $31.59. Wow. Neither of them went for the pause and pause, yeah. Yeah, it's literally still 12 seconds. Wow. Alright, well, Trinomi didn't get infinite load. But really, Pest has 1 Geo left, so he's definitely more optimal. Alright, let's see how this goes for Trinomi. What you don't want to see is that when Hollow Knight does his little counter, you can't hit him. What you do want to see is his triple attacks, or the dash is good if you have soul for it, because you can get double hits with the fireball. When Hollow Knight does his little acid shooty attack, you can get behind him and do a lot of nail fireballs. Both of them not having an amazing fight, but neither of them having a terrible fight. Oh, from Trinomi you saw he went into the stagger right as the first fireball hit, and it would have been a double hit, which is very unfortunate. Trinomi getting a lot of counters, but so is Pest. This is going to be close. Trinomi getting into the second scream, Pest just getting the first stream. I said scream. This is about 10 seconds, I think. But Hollow Knight doesn't scream in an exact health amount like for everyone. While he's doing an attack, you can hit him a couple times, so can't know exactly where their healths are at. Trinomi getting the scream skip. That's actually huge. That could have been a big deal, but the fact that Trinomi got it, I think he's gonna be fine. Yep, there it is. 3357. Pest killing him at. I don't know if I don't think he's gotten the last scream, which should be right here. Oh, has he gotten the last scream? I didn't see. Oh, yeah, that's very, very close race. Wow. That's nuts. I don't remember what his PB is. 34-22. He PB'd in the race. That's so funny. Trinomi moves past fast at CC. That's pretty nutty. Very, very good race from both runners. That's actually... Wow, and Pest ties his old PB. So Trinomi PB's Pest spot. Alright, all I gotta do is get a 34-33 and I can at least tie his PB. He won't beat his PB, but he does. So that's pretty nuts. GG to Trinomi. That was definitely everything I wanted from the race. That was so close, and I'm glad it was as close as it was. Trinomi does not want to interview. Understandable. Pest does not either. Well, that's a big effing rip on that. But very impressive showing from both runners. I was entertained. Very glad that that was as close as it was. No one likes you, Palm. But thank you guys for watching, for running. Both of those things. Yeah, Axe, you want to hop in the channel? Pest, very sorry, bud. The crazy part is, I mean, the QGA itself might have just been the race, like failing it twice, failing it, well, really 2.5 times. There was the one where he didn't acid dunk, but he did have to reset up. I don't know if that was quite 11 seconds, but it was a good chunk of it, big chunk. But definitely that beast in did not do Pest any favors. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me. GG to both runners. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll have another race, I think, tomorrow. I don't hear any audio, so it's not on my part. I don't know. Alright. Oh, 2 races tomorrow. That's right. Have a good one, guys.